He begged his best friend to burn every page he ever wrote, convinced his life was a failure. Yet 100 years later, we are still obsessed with his nightmares. 99% of people misunderstand the Kafkaesque. They think it's just about bad luck. But it is actually something far more dangerous that is currently dictating your life in 2026. By the end of this 20 minutes deep dive, you'll understand why Kafka predicted our digital era, how he turned his deepest trauma into a literary weapon, and we will finally solve the mystery of why he wanted his life's work erased. In 1924, Kafka died in a sanatorium near Vienna, leaving his friend Max bored with a pile of unpublished manuscripts and a promise. Burn it all. Brod chose to betray that promise, saving works that would reshape literature. Why? Because Kafka's writing wasn't just fiction, it was a diagnostic tool for the most complex, bureaucratic, and bloody century in history. Quick question. If you woke up tomorrow as a giant insect, what would be your first thought? In the Metamorphosis, Gregor Samsa's first thought isn't why me, or how do I fix this? It's I'm late for the train. What will my boss say? Think about it. How many of you, even when you're physically or mentally falling apart, still prioritize your function in the system? Was a psychological punching bag for a father who built his wealth from scratch and demanded total perfection. This tension fueled his work, but there is a secret about his own physical body and his bureaucratic approach to sex and love that most biographies leave out. We'll get to the dark truths of his letters in a moment. Kafka worked at the Workers' Accident Insurance Institute. This was his personal lab. He didn't just file papers, he calculated the price of a human limb lost in a machine. He saw the Industrial Revolution as a monster of paperwork that did everything except serve people. In the trial, Joseph K. is arrested for a crime no one will name. In the penal colony, a machine carves verdicts into the skin of prisoners. This isn't fantasy. It is what happens when morality is replaced by administrative efficiency. Kafka's Kafkaesque is the feeling of being crushed by a system that is perfectly rational, but not for your benefit. If you ever felt like a tiny unseen cog in a system that didn't care about your humanity, tell me your story in the comments. I'm reading the top liked comments, and the best ones will be featured in the next episode. Let's talk about the women in his life. Felinz Bauer and Melina Jasenska. Kafka once wrote, "Love is that you are the knife I turned within myself." He treated intimacy like a plate of pasta with meatballs. You eat the meatballs first, then deal with the rest. He feared that domestic life would destroy his writing, so he kept his lovers at a distance. A private bureaucracy of the heart. Many link Kafka to Schopenhauer. Schopenhauer believed in a saint who could reach enlightenment through self-denial. Kafka's character tried to be these saints. They tried to follow the rules of their words, but in Kafka's story, that saintly self-denial leads only to a quiet, lonely death. Unlike Camus's Sisyphus, who is happy, Kafka's character never find meaning. They found only a terrifying dignity in their struggle to exist. You living today, in 2026, need Kafka more than his own generation did. We aren't just facing office bureaucracy anymore. We are facing black box algorithm. Systems we don't understand that decide our jobs, our social reach, and our worth. But here's the problem. The story of his life wasn't just his writing. It was the man who kept his diaries, the man who held his legacy hostage until the very end. That story is darker than anything I've told today. Now that you know why Kafka matters, watch the next video right here. Click here to watch and don't forget to leave a comment. Who should we analyze next? The best idea gets pinned.